alma mater. From Mapletown Senior High School in Greensboro, Pennsylvania, it's the opening night of Harold Standard High School football. I'm Joseph Oak along with Eric Zgovic and Ray Dinkspon. It's the beginning of the 2001 high school football season, and tonight we have a great one for you. It's also the opening of the Tri-County South Conference season between two teams that have aspirations not only of the playoffs, but of the Tri-County South Conference Championship. Tonight, it's the Maples of Mapletown High School playing host to their cross-county rivals, the Carmichaels Mikes. Carmichaels last year, the defending Tri-County South Conference champions. They finished 8-0 in the regular season. A 14-0 win over Carmichaels last year to start the season for Carmichaels. And Mapletown, as we said in the pregame, they started the season 4-2, including a big win over Monessen last year, and then finished 4-6 on the season, losers of 4 in a row. But both Coach Message and Coach Menhart have talented group of kids coming back, and this one has all the makings of a dandy. As the defending Tri-County South Conference champion Carmichaels Mikes get ready to make their way onto the turf here in Mapletown. Everything, all the bragging rights on Route 88 are in store. This is a tough ball game to start with because it is one of your biggest rivals. This is one of them games you like to play late in the season in the snow, but they're going to get it started right here tonight to start the 2001 season. Let's talk a little bit about field conditions before we go along any further, as fireworks here tonight as the Maples get ready to enter the field. I'll tell you what, not a bad start here to the season. But it has rained very hard all afternoon here. I mean, some torrential downpours. The sky seems to be brightening here, so it should be all right. We were down on the field before the ball game. The surface seemed to be in pretty good playing shape. They had a scrimmage 2 weeks ago down here against Clay Battelle. Last week they were on the road, and the surface seems to be in pretty good shape. Some of the kids here we need to look at. Let's start with Carmichael's new quarterback at the helm. John Menhart will take over for Del Piper, who graduated last year. Menhart did see a lot of playing time last year at times for Carmichaels and did start their opening round playoff game against Duquesne. Here should be the probable Carmichael starting. We'll give Carmichael's defense, since they are the road people here tonight. Should be Travis Moore and Stephen Penich at the tackles. Adam Martin and Gary Johnson at the ends. Justin Mattel, Justin Zielinski, Bobby Hathaway, and Donnie Hewitt will be the linebackers. Workman, Chris Nolan, Kobe Giles, and Jono Menhart will start in the defense. But you also look, we talked about Jono Menhart being the quarterback, but you look at the backfield, very solid offense with Kobe Giles. We saw a lot of work last year as a youngster, as a sophomore tailback. He should be a force tonight. Big gains last year. Bobby Hathaway returns. Hathaway at fullback for Mapletown tonight. So they're very talented in the running back position. Justin Mattel, so they are very loaded in the backfield. They have a big offensive line up front to block for them. So I'll tell you what, Carmichaels, they're not going to go away here. Last year we said 8-0 in the regular season before losing their opening round playoff game to a very good Duquesne team. But Carmichael's very talented. Once again, on defense, it'll be Travis Moore and Stephen Penich at the tackles, Martin and Johnson at the ends, Justin Mattel, Justin Zielinski at the linebackers, Bobby Hathaway and Donnie Hewitt will work also there. Aaron Workman, Chris Nolan, Kobe Giles, and Jono Menhart will round out the starting defense for Coach John Menhart's Carmichael's Mikes. We'll get it ready, man. It's like opening day and everything's just like boom. Running into it. Let's look at Mapletown. On the other hand, they also return a lot of talented people. And you start in the backfield with Joey Kavlik and Andy Latasic, two young men last year, put up big numbers when they're not injured. And right now, that's the key, Coach Message said. How healthy can Mapletown stay this year? But they have a very good quarterback back in their own right. Drew Denham, who's been starting since midway through his freshman year, will do the job back here tonight. Let's give you that starting offensive unit for Mapletown. At the tackles is Matt Message. He's only a sophomore. He's the coach's son, but he's 6'1", 270. The other tackle is Tommy Horner, who's also 6', 255, so very big up front is Mapletown. At the guards, it'll be Timmy Horwalt and the other guard, it'll be Justin Craig. At the ends, it's Jace Donnelly. He'll play one tight end. The wingback is Victor Clark. Also another young man with a lot of talent. The fullback is Bobby St. Clair. As you said, Latasic will work at running back along with Joey Kavalik. And the man behind at center, Drew Denham. And when he does throw the ball, they'll look to the split end, Jared Buckhalter. So I'll tell you what, two very talented football teams. We're almost ready to get it started. They're going to bring the captains to the middle of the field. As we said, it rained all afternoon. I mean, it poured. Rain is not the answer here. I mean, Noah was about ready to break out the arc again when they got this thing started. And we'll look across the diamond for, diamond. Yeah, I'm still in baseball, Eric. As we look across for Carmichaels, let's give you Mapletown's captains first. That'll be Victor Clark, Joey Kavlik. Big number 55 down there is Justin Craig, one of the guards, and 78, Timmy Horwalt. They are the captains for Mapletown. On the other hand, let's give you Carmichaels as soon as we can pick them out here. As we go down through our rosters. Trying to get myself situated and settled in here. Very tight quarters here at Mapletown, but we'd like to thank the athletic directors tonight. They did a good job of getting us set up here and being able to bring you this ball game. We'll be back down here later on in the year in week 4 when Frazier comes. We gave you Mapletown's captains. Let's see if we can give you Carmichael's. And it should be Justin Matea, number 20. And we'll get them as soon as they flip the coin here and get them situated. But both these teams very talented, and tell you what, people in Greene County have been waiting for this one since it ended last year. Big ball game, 14-0. Carmichaels has won the toss. They will defer to the second half. Justin Matea is one captain, big number 70 down there. You know what? We don't have nobody in numerical order here, so this is going to be fun. As we look down the Carmichael's roster here, we're looking for big number 70, and we can't find him. So I'll give you the captains when they come out in the second half, because we could not get Carmichael's as captains here. I believe Travis Moore was a captain, along with Justin Matea. Adam Martin, number 88, and number 70, but we don't have a number 70. But we are ready to go. Mapletown in their home black with the gold helmets with the Michigan Wolverine stripe. Carmichael's in the blue pants, their white tops. They go with their blue helmets. And we're about ready to get this one started here as kicking off for Mapletown. Is number 24, and that'll be Andy Latasic. Back deep for Carmichaels to receive the opening kick of the season is number 20, Justin Matea, and number 23, Kobe Giles. Excuse me, Colby Giles, and I got to remember that from baseball. So Colby Giles back deep with Justin Matea. Angela Latasic about to tee it up and get this one underway. As Mapletown and Carmichaels for bragging rights of Route 88. More importantly, this is the opening night of Tri-County South Conference football, and the winner of this one is going to get a big jump up on their playoff aspirations, and we're only talking week 1 here. So Matea and Giles will stand inside their 15-yard line at about the 12, and Andy Latasic about ready to tee it up. And we get the whistle. And we're about ready to rock and roll here from Mapletown High School. Latasic will hit it on the ground to be picked up by Upman and then falling on it right there. And that is where Carmichaels will start first down and 10 on their opening possession of the year. Donnie Hewitt, number 36, fell on it for Carmichaels. And the Mikes will start first down and 10, and we'll try to give you to him. Let's see Travis Moore, number 75, at one tackle. Let's see as we got the lineup here for Carmichaels. Offensively, it'll be Travis Moore at the center. The guards are Gary Johnson and Jason Imhoff, along with Jason Kelly will work here. As we come down, we'll give you the rest of the offensive lineup. First down and 10. Full house backfield behind Jono Minhart. And they turn and they give. Big hole up inside for Bobby Hathaway. Hathaway stays on his feet, comes out over to 40, and he's got a Carmichaels first down. So on the opening play of the game, Hathaway picks up 11. TJ Hartley was able to make the stop, and it'll be first down and 10 right there for Carmichael. So it's Travis Moore to center, Gary Johnson, Jason Nemoff, and Jason Kelly will work at the guards. Anthony Karwitzki, Stephen Penich, Aaron will start at the tackles. Workman, Adam Martin, Carl Sander, and Terry Ross will do some work at the ends. Justin Matea, Colby Giles, Bobby Hathaway in the backfield along with Jono Minhart. So it's first and 10 just outside of the 40 at the 41-yard line. A quarterback sneak. And right up the gut with it and staying on his feet for big yardage for about 7 or 8 is Jono Minhart. Getting up off the pile for Mapletown is Matt Message, big number 76. And it's about 8, so make it second down and 2. So the ball now resting just inside Carmichael's territory at the Mike 49. Colby Giles comes flanked to the right. I formation. And they turn and they give and fighting forward. Looks like he has his first down. Looks like Justin Matea picking it up. And it's enough for a first down for Carmichael. So their second first down of this initial drive and stacked up by the middle of the Mapletown defense. So they've gotten it into Mapletown territory down at the Maples 47-yard line. So they haven't done anything fancy here. They're just coming right at him right now. Now they got power eye to the left. And they turn and give. Big hole here again. And fighting his way is number 23, Colby Giles. And he's got about 6 more. So right now, Carmichael's doing nothing fancy. They're just coming off the ball. And at the right side right now, that Mapletown defense having some problems. Victor Clark and Andy Latasic able to make the stop for Mapletown, but I tell you what, this drive started at about their own 30, and they've reached now the 41-yard line of Mapletown, where it's second down. We'll call it about 4. They've got to get inside the 40 to about the 37. Toss, and Giles has got the first down again as he gets inside the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. And finally pushing him out of bounds was Andy Latasic, excuse me. And it's first down and 10, their third first down of this initial possession. And taking it down inside the Mapletown 35 to the Maple 34. So right now, Mapletown wants to talk a timeout right here. George Message wants to talk it over a little bit because right now, Mapletown having some problems up front with Carmichaels. This drive started at the 30, and right now it has been all Carmichaels as they have reached the 34-yard line. Also tonight, our high school football action taking place in Uniontown, where it's the Red Raiders of Uniontown High School taking on cross-city rivals Laurel Highlands. So a little doubleheader action going here on the opening weekend of high school football. So Mapletown right now having some problems up front. They've not been able to contend. We talked about size. Mapletown is just as big as Carmichaels. And right now they're giving some problems to the Mapletown front. So Carmichaels will come out with a first and 10 now at the Mapletown 34. So out over the ball comes the center Travis Moore. Offset that full house backfield, and they give it inside on a little trap and looking to get to the corner. And nice defensive play by number 15. Jared Buckhalter makes the play as Justin Matea tried to get to the corner. He gets about 4, so it'll be second and 6 inside Mapletown's 30, down to the Maple 29-yard line. Carmichaels has done it all on the ground here. They haven't played around. Nothing fancy. They have just come up and lined up and did the job here. So power eye to the right, and they ride him inside and keeping his men. He's going to be pulled down. He gets the pitch off. The ball's on the deck, but it'll roll out of bounds. So Mapletown with a big defensive play there, and making the big defensive play was number 80. Jace Darnley along with Timmy Horvath, number 78. So there will be a loss on the play, back to about the 31. There will be a loss of about 2. So Carmichaels for the first time in a situation where it's 3rd down and 8. They're going to have to get inside the 25 to about the 24 for a first down. And we get set here for play. And Menhart will throw. He'll look, step up, going deep. Looking out there, got his man, and it goes through his hands. He was trying to get it to number 1, Terry Ross. Good coverage by number 1, Drew Denham. And it'll bring up a 4th down and long now for Carmichaels. We'll call it 8. A good throw, just good coverage back there. As Terry Ross was trying to get loose in the secondary. So a big 4th down here as they try to turn them away and get the ball back. Or at least get the ball for the first time tonight. Menhart to throw. Step up, looking, firing, lobbing it out there. The ball's caught. First down, Carmichaels inside the 20. And finally going out at the 18-yard line. I believe that was number 88, Adam Martin. And they say it's Bobby Hathaway, and it is number 35 who makes the catch. So it's first down, Carmichaels inside the Mapletown 20, and it's at the Mapletown 17. So a big 4th down pickup here. So 1st and 10, Carmichaels, as they look to put a score on the board on their first possession of the night. Turn, give, and that time not a whole lot doing, maybe a yard or 2. There's a big scrum right down at about the 15. Let's see who gets up off the bottom of the pile for Mapletown. Look like number 42. Look like TJ Hartley, one of them, along with some down people as the big defensive line at that time, not giving a whole lot of ground. So 2nd down, long for Carmichaels. Power eye set to the left. They turn, they give to Matei in the back, the deep man, and he's stacked up this time. Timmy Horvath, number 78, the first one in on a stop for Mapletown. Clock running, and we're in a little bit of a tough position. 7 minutes, and we'll call it 24 seconds left here in the 53 seconds, excuse me, the first quarter. We're right behind the one telephone pole here, which is down at about the 30-yard line. Carmichaels has it inside Mapletown's 15 at the Mapletown 14. Colby Giles dots the power eye, set to the left. Hathaway and Matei in front of him. They run the toss to Giles. Giles gets the corner inside the 10. He gets down to the 5, and I do believe he has another Carmichaels first down. An impressive drive here to start the ball game for Carmichaels area. Victor Clark finally got him, but it's first down and goal here for Carmichaels area. And they call it at the 3. Justin Matei now dots the power on. Menhart will turn, give, ball's on the ground. Let's see you come up with it. No signal yet. Mapletown has come up with it. They stopped them at the 1-yard line. And that may have been a situation where the weather came into play because the ball may have been wet. And Mapletown recovers it. They'll be backed up at their own 1-yard line. They'll mark it at the 4, I do believe. Let's see where they set the sticks, but big defensive stop there for Mapletown. And they'll mark it at the 3. So a big, big defensive stop there for Mapletown when it looked like Carmichaels was in business. First and goal at the 3. They had taken it from their 30 down to the Mapletown 4. Now we've got a flag, and we're going to get an illegal substitution call against the Maples. 6:58 left, first quarter. This will be half the distance, so now they'll have the ball at the 1.5 yard line. But I tell you what, Carmichaels with an impressive drive that time, but they turn it over deep in Mapletown territory. They were just blowing holes there in the Mapletown down people. But let's see now if Mapletown come moving out of here a little bit. Andy Latasic will dot the power I. Denham will turn, they'll give it to him. A big hole there as Latasic able to fight his way forward. Gets out to about the 5, maybe the 6 yard line. Bobby Hathaway in on a stop along with number 56. The killer is when things are not in order. Stephen Penich making a stop, the sophomore down tackle. 6'3", 240, only a sophomore. Got some playing time last year as a freshman. In fact, started the playoff game against Duquesne. Ball on the 4, give him a yard gain. Looked like he had more coming out of there. As Drew Denham brings him to the line, they give it inside. Not a whole lot doing there as Carmichael's defensive front up to the task there. Bobby Hathaway getting up off the pow. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and long, and if you're Mapletown, you would love to at least get one first down here to get out of there where you can punt it away and not turn the ball right back over to Carmichaels in good field position. We're going to call it 3rd down and 9, and Mapletown's going to take another timeout here. I think George Messi just wants to make sure everybody's on the right page. I'll tell you what, crowd filling in pretty nicely now that it looks like it's going to be fine for the rest of the evening. I'll tell you, we had some torrential downpours go through here. And I'll tell you what, the field's in pretty good shape down there. A little bit humid, but not overly hot here as it was earlier in the day. It was just very, very warm. But the rain has gone through. The smoke from the fireworks starting to linger on over there. As George Message in the huddle now talking to the offensive unit here of Mapletown. Mapletown will be down at Monessen next Friday night to take on the Greyhounds. What a great way to start the season with the top 2 teams in the conference. Carmichaels, I do believe, will return to their home opener next Friday night against Bentworth. With their new coach, 5 new head coaches here in the Tri-County South. Bentworth with Coach Gambiotti. Romaine Howe now at the helm of the California Trojans. Angela DiPolito runs the Geibel Gators. Joe Fisher is the new head coach at Monessen. And taking over, make sure we got everybody here. Bentworth, California. Geibel, California. One more that I got to remember. It'll come to me. And Frazier's Larry Wilson. So now we've got ourselves a 3rd down and long for the Mapletown Maples. Joey Cavlick inside. They turn and give. Chance to get the sticks first down. I do believe he may have gotten it. We'll see where they mark it. He's finally pushed out of bounds over there by a host of Carmichael's Mike's, Jono Menhart. And they say he's going to come up short. Aaron Workman finally got him, but they say he's going to come up about a yard short. And they'll punt it away out of there. And so they'll say 4th down and 2, and the ball is just outside of the 10-yard line. They had to get to about the 12 to get their first down. Back deep for Carmichaels. Colby Giles and Jono Menhard back deep. They'll stand at about their own 42. Good snap, it'll roll, and it takes a pretty good Mapletown bounce, and it gets all the way out the midfield, so a really nice punt that time. I believe that was by Gerald Buckhalter, number 15. And Carmichaels will start their 2nd possession of the ball game in pretty good field position at the Mapletown 49-yard line. So Carmichaels took the opening drive of the ball game, drove down the length of the field, turned it over on a fumble. Mapletown went 3 and out. Now the Mike's back in business at the Mapletown 49-yard line. Let's try to give you the Mapletown defense as we can. Drew Denham in the defense, sitting along with Gerald Buckhalter. Victor Clark at a corner. And Joey Cavlick at one linebacker. Big TJ Hartley, maybe one of the best of the bunch. They're bringing a whole bunch of people in a big hole as up inside is Bobby Hathaway, and Hathaway will get all the way down to about the 33-yard line. They brought a blitz. And I'll tell you what, Carmichael's called the right play against it because Bobby Hathaway hit that big pickup of about 14 yards, excuse me, and it's another first down for Carmichaels. So we get to down people. Message is one of them. And Timmy Horvath, number 78, and number 70, Brandon Smith. Menhart, he will fake it. He wants to throw it. Stepping up, firing deep. Got a man out there. Workman holds on to it, and he's down at the 4. Nope, can't hold on. Thought he had it. They call it incomplete. Buckhalter along with Drew Denham back there on the coverage. Tell you what, he had gotten behind there. And he couldn't hold on, so it brings up second down and 10 now for Carmichaels. Justin Craig also in there on that defensive line. They're going to run the toss. This is Giles, and this time they've got an answer for him. Getting to him first was number 74, Randy Collins. As he's going to lose, no gain on the play at all, and the ball will stay right there at the Mapletown 34-yard line. So the first time really that Mapletown has been able to find a way to stop Carmichaels. 3 minutes and I believe 55 seconds left. First quarter here, opening night of high school football. Still no score here from Mapletown. Menhart now, full house backfield, and they turn and give it to Bobby Hathaway. And this time Hathaway finds about 3. And a little bumping and grinding after the play. But he'll come up short, takes it down to about the 30, give him a pickup of about 3, so it's going to bring up a 4th down and 7 for Carmichaels. Bear Hunnell, number 50, makes the stop. Big outside linebacker, 5'9", 165, able to make the stop. So another big 4th down play. Remember, they had the 4th down and long the first time on the opening drive, was able to hit the big pass play to Bobby Hathaway. And it's a trick play right here for Carmichael. They got 2 receivers. Martin, the wide guy. Giles in the slot, and they get him. Great pressure up front by Mapletown. Bear Hunnell come clean. And the Maples turned him away that time. He went to that slot out here. And they got good pressure up front that time. Mapletown did. And the Mapletown will start with good field position now as they get it out at their own 38-yard line. They had put Giles in that inside slot with Morton as the outside man. And that time, Mapletown was able to get some good pressure up front. And the sack of Menhart now. And Mapletown will start at their own 35-yard line with a 1st down and 10. Still no score, turning clock here from Mapletown High School. Double tight, power eye to the left. The Tossic will dot it, and they turn and give it to Andy. Big hole. He gets out to about the 39. Bobby Hathaway making a stop along with number 1. Good thing you're here, Eric. As Terry Ross makes stop. I saw that. So a pickup of about 4. We'll call it 2nd down and 6 for the Maples. Ball resting at their own 39-yard line. Denham, counter. Cavlick, big hole, 50, 45 in the Carmichaels territory, and finally brought down at the Mike's 42-yard line. Chris Nolan finally got him, but they ran the counter, and that time Joey Cavlick with big yardage as they finally get inside Carmichael's territory down to the Mike 42. And we go back at opening drive where they were able to stop them, and they're starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. Mapletown is a little bit of confidence in themselves. So first down and 10 for the Maples. Ball resting now inside Carmichaels territory at the Mike 42-yard line. Inside, they give it to the big fullback. And he fights his way inside Carmichaels 40 to the 39. Bobby St. Clair, the big fullback on the carry, brought down by the inside by the backers. I believe it was Justin Zielinski making a stop along with Bobby Hathaway. Give him 3, second down 7. Ball resting now at the Carmichaels area 39-yard line. Cadlick on the toss. He's got some room, gets to the corner, inside the 30, inside the 25, and he rides the Carmichaels Mikes down to the 24. And right now, Mapletown finding some life here. Jono Menard finally got him. But it's a first down and 10 for Mapletown. We are inside of a minute now here in the first quarter, and Carmichaels, after turning it over on downs, Mapletown trying to answer back. 24-yard line where it's first down and 10 for Mapletown. Denham loses it, keeps it though, and turns it up inside and gets something out of nothing. Drew Denham's going to get about 5 when it looked like there was nothing there after he dropped the ball. But he's going to get about 5, maybe 6 as he takes it inside the 20 down to about the 19. I tell you, this is one of the better fields though with the yard markers. I tell you, Fields marked off very well here. We're going to close in here at the end of the first quarter. We'll see if Mapletown just takes the quarter here, because they got to be real happy with what's unfolding here at Mapletown High School. And that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter in this Tri-County South Conference opener. Score, the Carmichaels Mikes nothing, the Mapletown Maples nothing. You're watching Harold Center High School's football opening night.
If you've been injured at work, you need to...
Tire has been the trusted name for all your tire needs. But did you know that Fayette Tire...
All right, as we come back to Mapletown Senior High School, no score here in the opening night of high school football 2001. It's the Tri-County South Conference opener between the Maples of Mapletown area and the Mikes of Carmichaels. I tell you what, two teams, as we said in the pregame, with aspirations not only of a playoff spot, but of a conference title. And right now, we're scoreless as we go to the second quarter. Carmichael started this game with an impressive drive, taking it from their 30 down to the Mapletown 1. They turned it over on downs. Mapletown was forced to punt it. Carmichaels would get it back at the 49-yard line of Mapletown. Drove down inside the 35, but was turned away. And from there, Mapletown has put it on the ground here and has moved the ball steadily downfield. They're inside the 20. With a second and about 4, Drew Denham will ride it inside. Big hole. And getting inside the 15, it was a fumble. But Mapletown able to retain possession of the ball. We're having a hard time seeing it because we're right behind the one telephone pole. Joey Kavlik looked like he recovered the fumble. And there's going to be some problems with the ball at first down. They were able to get the first down on it, so how about that? The ball is probably going to be a little bit wet because the field is wet. As we said, we had some torrential downpours come through the area earlier in the afternoon. It's cleared up, and looks like we're going to have a pretty good evening here for the rest of the night here for the opening night. Our action takes us next week, 2 doubleheader weekend next week again. Connellsville and Albert Gallatin, 2 Fayette County rivals. And the Brownsville Falcons will travel to Scottdale to take on the Southmoreland Scotties. And first down now, 10 yards to go. They've got it, we'll call it the 13-yard line of Carmichaels. Denham inside, and this time Drew Denham's going to be wrapped up right there. As they unpal him, we'll see who gets up from the bottom. It's big number 75, Travis Moore. So Travis with a big stop there. No gain on the play. Called second down now. We'll call it 10. The first down marker for Mapletown is inside the Maples 5, inside the Carmichaels 5, and they called it about the Carmichaels 3-yard line. So both teams have put together impressive drives here in the first half. High formation. Bobby St. Clair in front of Joey Kavlik, and they run the toss. Kavlik breaks a tackle, gets to the 10, and fights his way down inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Jono Menhart in on the stop. along with number 20. Justin Matea also on the stop. Travis Moore, number 75 for Carmichaels. So it brings up third down. We'll call it about 6. They're going to have to get to the 3 for their first down. The ball is on the 9. Hash mark is to the right, so the wide side of the field going to the Carmichael side. So George Message right now has to be real happy with what he's seeing as his team here tries to punch it in and go up here. So as we said, hash marks sitting here to the right side of the field. So the wide side is to the far side. They give it inside. Cavalick breaks a tackle. 5. Breaks another tackle. Spins to the 4. He's down to the 1. First and goal to go for Mapletown. Joey Cavalick running hard. And it's first down. Goal to go Mapletown. And so that Carmichael's defense right now being called upon. They'll make a big start. Remember, this is a team that went 7 games without giving a touchdown last year before Jefferson Morgan was able to punch one across. And now the Maples here in the first half of opening game number 1 looking to dent the scoreboard. That big offensive line doing a job right now for Mapletown. Turn, give, Cavalick, touchdown, Mapletown. So Joey Cavalick starts the show with a touchdown run of 1 yard. Here in the second period, and it puts them up 6-0. But a great job by that offensive line of Craig and Grimm and Tommy Horner, Matt Message, Timmy Horvath, Jace Donnelly. They did a great job up front that time. And Mapletown has taken a 6-0 lead, and the Maples now, I believe it's Andy Latosic going to try the extra point out of the hold of Drew Denham. And extra points always an important part of the ball game. Snap is down. It is good. Line drive. It's blocked. But Mapletown, with 9:08 left in the first half, has taken a 6-0 lead on the Carmichaels Mikes. So an impressive drive there of 75 yards. And they did it all on the ground. So 6-0 in favor of Mapletown. And so now we'll see if Carmichaels can answer back the Mapletown touchdown. So Carmichael started this game so well, that great drive at the beginning of the ball game. They turned it over down inside the 5. Mapletown was forced to go 3 and out, but their defense gained some momentum on that next possession. They were able to stop Carmichaels after 1 first down. And then the big drive. So right now, confidence level on this side of the field has got to be sky high. Andy Latosic's going to tee it up. And it'll be Colby Giles and I believe Justin Matea going back deep for the Carmichaels area Mikes. So it's a couple of dangerous people, though, inside with Terry Ross back there, too. Their up people are dangerous. Ross and Adam Martin, them guys can take it back. Bobby Hathaway, they could take it back the distance. They'll stand at about their 20. Don't look for Latosic to kick this thing in the air and give them a chance really to return anything here. So an impressive 75-yard touchdown drive by the Mapletown Maples. Capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Joey Cavalick. And Mapletown has drawn first blood here, 6-0. And the Mapletown fans here on this side of the field starting to get a little bit excited. They'll kick it on the ground again, and it's going to an up man. He's got some room here. Big tackle there at about the 48-yard line. Coming up with a head of steam, though, on the return was one of the Carmichael's up people. And it was number 36. And that was Donnie Hewitt. Excuse me, Donnie Hewitt bringing the return. And tell you what, Carmichaels will start good field position again for the 3rd time tonight. They're going to start at about their own 47-yard line. So they'll start first down and 10. I'll start with that full house backfield, and they'll move it now to a power eye to the right. And They offset it to the right. And they give it to the first man through, Bobby Hathaway. And Hathaway finding a little seam and picking up about 8. Tell you what, they've been able to hit on that little just fullback dive or trap. They've been able to find some room inside. And so an 8-yard pickup. I tell you what, they've been picking up big chunks of yardage though. So second down. We'll call it about 2. Ball resting just at the 46-yard line of Mapletown. Manhart's got him out, got him a deep handoff. This time, I tell you, gets to the corner, gets his first down, and he's brought down with a great open field tackle by number 15. Gerald Buckhalter. If Buckhalter don't get him, he got 5 or 6 more, but he's able to stop him. But it's a first down for Carmichaels. They're inside Mapletown's 45-yard line. They'll mark it at the 42, and the hash mark is set to the right. So the wide side of the field comes this way. Mapletown starting to creep up here. Don't be afraid to see Menhart pull this down and go deep. Counter, a little bit of mix-up in the backfield, and there's nothing doing that time. They try to run the counter, and Menhart bumped with his running back, Colby Giles, and I'll tell you what, the whole bunch of Maples on the stop. Jace Dawnley was the last man up off the Powell. So a loss of 2, and we have ourselves a second down and 12 for Carmichaels. Workman comes wide to the left here. Slot man to the inside is Colby Giles. They're going to throw it. This is Menhart. Sets up nice. Fires going deep. Almost intercepted, then almost caught on a rebound by Colby Giles. Good coverage back here by Victor Clark, number 88. So a big third down here. I'll tell you what, Carmichael's getting themselves in some situations that they're not accustomed to. They've gotten themselves here in the last couple series in some 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 12s, and that's not Carmichael's football. And Jono Menhart's going to call timeout and have a talk with his dad over there, head coach John Menhart. But Carmichael's right now getting themselves in some situations that they're not accustomed to. This is a football team that wants to run the football and pound it at you, and they want to stay in them 2nd and 4s, 3rd and 2s, and they find themselves the last couple series sitting in some 3rd and 12s and some things like that, and that's not the way Carmichaels wants to be right now. Mapletown has had pretty decent pass coverage. Menhart 1 for 4 so far on the night. Had the big pass completion to Bobby Hathaway on the opening drive of the ball game. Skies are starting to clear very nicely here in Greensboro, Pennsylvania. So when we come back, it'll be 7 minutes, 20 seconds of the first half, 6-zip in favor of the Mapletown Maples. So the Mapletown faithful over on this side, our side of the field, well, everybody on this side of the field. Kind of a unique situation, though. A lot of lawn chairs over there on the other side. So a lot of people standing, a lot of people moving around here. So from the 44 of Mapletown, Colby Giles as the wing back to that right side, and Giles is going to come in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Menhart wants to throw it underneath, got his man complete. That's Hathaway, first down, 20, inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Bobby Hathaway with a big catch and run after for a first down. Drew Denham finally gets some good composure by Jono Menhart. First time we have come down here to Mapletown to do a football game. We've been here for basketball. But our first football foray here into Mapletown. So it's first down now. Another big third down conversion for the Carmichaels Mikes. I formation, slot set to the left, and they give it to Menhart. Menhart just going to keep it himself. They had a play they ran so well last year with Del Piper, that little quarterback keeper. TJ Hartley along with, they said number, we believe it was TJ Hartley making a stop. So bring up second down. Timmy Horvath, number 78, also in on the stop. So Carmichaels looking to answer that Mapletown touchdown. There's the toss to Matea, trying to stutter step, trying to get to the corner, does, and he steps out of bounds. He'll be short of his first down. We'll see where they mark it. Believe he got inside the 25. They'll mark it down probably at about the, looks like the 21-yard line. Jared Buckhalter makes the stop over on that side of the field. Bring up another big third down. This one more workable for Carmichaels at 3rd and 5. Clock turning here. 6-0 Mapletown. Full house backfield behind Menhart. And they give it inside. Hathaway's got his first down. He's going to rumble down to the 10. Inside the 10. Down to the Mapletown 9 where Drew Denham finally stops him from a touchdown. And Carmichael's coming right back down looking to answer. And we're going to get a timeout, Mapletown. 6:10 left here, first half. Mapletown wants to take a timeout. Our Harold Standard High School football coverage next weekend, doubleheader weekend again. We'll start it down at Fairchance, where the Albert Gallatin Colonials will open up their home part of their schedule with the Connellsville Falcons. Big county rivals going at it there. AG, both teams with tough season openers tonight. AG down at Baldwin to take on the Highlanders. And Connellsville up at Connellsville Falcon Stadium taking on Upper St. Clair. Let's give you the rest of the starting, our other game next week before we go to the opening night games. Next week we'll be in Scottsdale with the Southmoreland Scotties and the Brownsville Falcons playing in a non-conference matchup. A couple ball games also tonight. Our other Harold Standard game tonight, no one bigger than that one. LH and Uniontown being tangling at Bill Power tonight. For bragging rights of the city. Also tonight, Brownsville is down at West Mifflin. Tough opener for the Falcons of Don Bartolomucci. The California Trojans open up at Bentwood. Good one on Saturday night. It'll be Bell Vernon and Thomas Jefferson. Guyba will open our season Saturday night against West Green. We got Jefferson Morgan at Frazier. As high school football is upon us, and we get a whistle and a flag, and this may be offsides on Mapletown. The way the Mapletown players are clapping their hands, Carmichaels may have moved, and they did a legal motion charged against Carmichaels Mike. So it's going to move it back and make it 1st and 15. You know, they could have got a first down. They were just outside the 10-yard line. So that'll move them back. They could still get a first down here. So our high school football season now underway. It just seems like we were finishing up last year with the playoff with TJ and with Uniontown down at TJ and Brownsville down at East Allegheny. So I formation, slot over on the right side. They give it again. This is Bobby Hathaway. I tell you what, they are just killing people inside. Hathaway carrying people. He's down to the 1. Bobby Hathaway. I tell you what, they are just running that little trap inside of that dive, and there is just a hole opening up there. And the Mikes are knocking on the door again tonight. Bobby Hathaway just having a huge night right now on the ground. So, first down, we'll call it second down and goal. Ball resting just outside the 1-yard line. He can get a first down. Power eye to the right. They're going to turn. Menhart's going to keep it. He's going to turn it up inside, and John Menhart has tied the ball game. And right now, nobody's stopping nobody. So we're all even at 6 now. Menhart answers it with a 1-yard TD run. Camping off the 52-yard drive. And the extra point attempt is going to be Justin Matea here. Snap is a little bit low. Good catch. Kick is on its way. It is up. It is good. And so, with 5:23 left first half, it's now the Carmichaels make 7, Mapletown 6. So a good drive that time by the Mikes as they answer the Mapletown touchdown. So right now, nobody really stopping anybody. That's been up and down the field here. So a nice drive that time. Jono Minhart caps it off with a 1-yard quarterback keeper. Nothing fancy down there. So Mapletown now, let's see if they can answer the Carmichaels drive. So Carmichaels, the blue pants, white jerseys, blue helmets. Mapletown in there traditionally all black with the gold helmet with the Wolverine stripe on it. And going back deep, let's see for Mapletown here. Looks like it's number 24, Andy Latasic. And I believe number 21, Bobby St. Clair. They'll be the deep man. Up front, tell you what, but they got some good up people too. We talked about Carmichaels. And Joey Kavlik is standing, I believe, at the 30-yard line. Along with Jace, I believe that's Jace Darnley. So St. Clair and Latasic back deep, and Justin Matea will kick it off here. 7-6 Carmichaels. And they kick it on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Buckhalter. He tries to strap, and he does. 45, out over the 45, 50 inside Carmichael's territory, holds on to the ball, and he fights his way back to the Mapletown, to the Carmichael's 45. And the ball is down. Carmichael's say they got it, but they're going to rule him down. Gerald Buckhalter on a great return. But he almost broke it. So the Mapletown Maples start in good field position. This time at the Carmichaels area, 45-yard line, first down and 10. So both teams here with their special teams not kicking it deep. So first down and 10, full house backfield. Latasic in motion. They're going to run the toss. They're going to get to the corner. Cuts it up, and he's going to get about 2, maybe 3. Justin Matea getting up off the pile along with Colby Giles. And number 36, Donnie Hewitt. We'll give him about 2, so we'll call it 2nd and 8. Both these teams mirror each other so much in their offensive philosophies. A lot of power eye, a lot of double tight. You know, at that time they brought the wing back in motion like a little wing tee. You see teams run a Delaware wing tee where they bring the man in motion. Now they offset that power eye. Denham, toss, Kavlik looking to get to the corner. This time Carmichaels has got its defense very well. Nice job out of Carmichael's defense. Making a stop, number 88, Adam Morton. And there's going to be a loss back to about the original line of scrimmage. Back to about the 46-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 11. Drew Denham has yet to attempt a pass for Mapletown. Time they kind of figured the toss was coming. They were able to sniff it out. Adam Morton makes a nice play getting there. So he's on his side over here. Terry Ross, that's a pretty quick side over here. Split the backs behind him. This is Buckhalter on his side. And Denham trying to get away, and Drew Denham's going to fight his way inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line, where Donnie Hewitt's going to come up and get him. I think Coach Message wants a holder on one of his wide receivers. So now it's 4th down. We'll see if Mapletown punts him deep. Denham picks up 2, so we'll have a 4th down and 9. Ball resting at the 44. And George Message saying his piece here. Mapletown looks like they're going to punt it away. Bobby St. Clair will punt it. Menhard back deep with Colby Giles. Both of these two can go at any time. Good punt by St. Clair. He's going to angle it to the sideline, and we'll see where they mark it. And they're going to walk it back up to the 22. So Mapletown will go on defense. They'll see if they can pin the Mikes back deep here. As we work our way deep into the into the end of the first half, 2:25 left in the first half. Tell you what, next time we see Phil Savini, we got to move that pole. Or we see Mr. Hogger, we got to move this pole. Now Eric's going to come down with a saw. So first down and 10 for Carmichaels. They lead at 7-6. They take over on downs soon after the punt at the 22-yard line, their own 22. And they start by giving it to Justin Matea. Matea's got some room, and he gets forward to about the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. Gerald Buckhalter gets up off the pow along with Drew Denham, number 1, but it's a 9-yard pickup, and it brings up second down and 1 for Carmichaels. And speaking of Mr. Savini, as he roams the sideline of the Mapletown Maples. Now, you know it's kind of bad when I had him for history. Yeah, good Republic boy. We won't hold that against him. So second down is short. Menhard straight drop. He's looking. He's going to fire. He's got a man out of it. It's caught. First down for Carmichaels. Justin Matea with the grab. Victor Clark makes the stop, but it's a first down. Carmichaels out at the 41. We're inside now of 2 minutes. In fact, we have is that 119 up there? 139. So they got it out to the 41. They start this drive to 22. Giles dots the power eye. They toss it to Giles. Giles looking to get to the corner. Colby Giles turns the corner and fights his way for about 4 out to the 45. Gerald Buckhalter wants to get on his stuff too. Gerald Buckhalter's been all over the place defensively right now for Mapletown. And we'll move it back now to the 44, so we'll give him a pickup of about 2. Mapletown with that big M. Looks like Michigan out there in the middle of the floor. Out in the middle, yeah, middle of the floor, middle of the field. Aaron Workman into one of these tight ends, so don't be surprised if they go to the air. Adam Martin split to the right, and that's motion by Colby Giles away from the formation. And Menhardt's going to throw it deep. He's going for Giles. Drew Denham picks it off. 30, 35. He's got some room if he can get some block. 45 cuts it back in midfield. Denham going to cut all the way back. Stays on his feet to the 45. Drew Denham's inside the 40. And Drew Denham will finally be pushed out of bounds at the Carmichaels 36-yard line. And now we're going to get a flag. And you know what? This is probably going to tack 15 more on because I believe they're going to get number 75, Travis Moore. But Drew Denham read that perfectly. And he picks it off. He returns it 34 yards back to the Carmichaels 36. Now we do get a flag down. And I think where it came from, we may get a personal foul against Carmichael, unsportsmanlike conduct against Carmichael. And so Mapletown with a minute and I believe 15. Minute 5 has got some time here to operate. It's going to be a big turn of events right now. The penalty takes it inside the 25-yard line to the 22. So a golden opportunity for Mapletown to strike right before the end of the half. They were trying, it looked like, to hit Colby Giles down the sideline here, and Drew Denham read it perfectly coming from his free safety spot. So first down and 10 Mapletown inside Carmichael's territory at the Mike 22. And they run the counter, and there's not a whole lot doing there as he fights his way up inside the 20 down to the 19. As the clock runs, this is going to be a problem here. Down to the 19. You know what? They have one left. They go back and huddle. This is Buckhalter. He's going to be split to the right. And the flanker coming in motion is Kavlik, and Kavlik looking to get to the corner. He cuts it up. He gets to the 20, fights forward to the 15, and George Message wants to spike the ball. He wants to spike the ball, but I'll tell you what, 14-13, this ain't going to happen. They ain't going to get a playoff. And Denham will spike it. We got 5 seconds left in the half, and not real good time management down here at the end. I think Mapletown may be lining up here for a field goal. And it looks like they are. Denham's the holder. Oh, this is going to be a 32-yarder out of the hold of Drew Denham. It's Andy Latosic. Snap is good. Kick is on its way. It's good. Andy Latosic's 32-yard field goal as the half end has given Mapletown a 9-7 lead. So at the end of one half of play, it's the opening night of high school football here on Herald Standard Television. What a good one. It's Mapletown 9, Carmichaels 7. That was
For almost 4 decades, Fayette Tire.
Still, that's the thing.
Mapletown played the same day Western Beaver. The Browns will play Quaker Valley. The Browns will play 6 inches of snow. I remember at Western Beaver there was snow all around the field.
That was the same exact
field. The field was in good shape for the weather. We went to Quaker Valley, have a 6-inch solid steel tower. I think back then I was still using 60 wood. Yeah, and go cast iron cameras.
When I was in high school, first team was sent to get Ready? As we come back to Mapletown for the second half, what a great first half of high school football we had. Mapletown leads Carmichaels 9-7. Let's recap the ball game for you, if we may. Carmichaels took the opening kickoff from their 30 and drove down to the Mapletown 1-yard line where they turned it over on downs. Turned it over on a fumble. Carmichaels defense then was able to keep Mapletown at bay. 3 and out. Mapletown punted it out to their 48. Carmichaels then would drive down to the Mapletown 35 where they'd turn it over on downs, and from there Mapletown would drive the distance. They would go 75 yards, 75-yard drive, and it was capped off on a Joey Kalsovic 1-yard touchdown run. And it was 6-0 Mapletown. The extra point was no good. Carmichaels answered back, and they answered back with a vengeance. They went 52 yards. Jono Menhart capped it off, 1-yard touchdown. Big couple fourth down conversions in that drive. The big pass to Bobby Hathaway to keep the drive alive. The extra point was good, and Carmichaels led it 7-6. But then right at the end of the half, Carmichaels had gotten the ball at the Mapletown, their own 22, got it out to the 42, their own 42. They tried to go deep down the left sideline. Drew Denham stepped in front of a pass intended for Colby Giles, picked it off, returned it 36 yards back to the 34-yard line. They tacked 15 more on a personal foul penalty against the Mikes. And after 2 running plays and a spike, Andy Latasic's 32-yard field goal just clearing the crossbar, and that's where we stand here as it's Mapletown 9, Carmichael 7, as we started the afternoon in torrential downpours and now the moon's coming out. High atop the hill up here in Mapletown. Tell you what, the crowd has really increased here too as the weather got better on. I tell you what, very nice crowd up here. We had a nice chat with Phil Savini, system principal here at Mapletown area. A lot of good things going on here at Mapletown. The field, the turf's in great shape. They had that redone. Beautiful baseball field to the right of us. And hopefully, rumor has it, some press box renovations coming along here at Mapletown as Eric pans on the moon here as we get ready to go for this Labor Day weekend. We'd like to thank Athletic Director, I believe it's Linda Schultz and George Message, the co-athletic director of Mapletown, for getting us set up. We knew it was going to be a tough call here. WANB radio stations here. We're here. I'll tell you, it's a big ball game. I'll tell you, it's packed right now. And we'd like to thank Lynn Schultz and George Message, who has some other things on his mind right now, head football coach at Mapletown, for getting us set up here. We're going to return here in a couple weeks when we have the Fraser Commodores coming to town up here to Mapletown to take on the Maples. Our high school football coverage continues next Friday night, and we'll doubleheader you again down at Fairchance as the Albert Gallatin Colonials home opener with Connellsville and the Brownsville Falcons will get their first look at Don Bartolomucci's Falcons on the road at South Moreland. Our other game tonight, a big one up at Uniontown. It's the backyard rivalry there, the crosstown rivals, LH and Uniontown. So a lot of high school football. We've got, I believe, 13 regular season games scheduled for you. Then we're going to move it on into the playoffs. And I know this game is going to show after, but every Friday night, starting around 11 o'clock, it'll be the Harold Standard High School live scoreboard show. And, yeah, I get some more work to do for the major pay scale that Eric pays me. But I'm Joseph Hook along with Eric Zakovic, Ray Dink Spahn. We're ready for second half here. And Mapletown will get the ball first. And I'll tell you what, if they can punch something in early here, I'll tell you what, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves. They'll send back deep here as we get ourselves situated again. It'll be Bobby St. Clair and Andy Latasic back deep to return the kickoff. Justin Mateo will kick it off. Bentworth Carmichaels next Friday night. Carmichaels and Mapletown will travel to Monessen to next week. And it's, I believe, Vic Clark on the return. He's going to get it out to about the 39-yard line where he's cut down very nicely by big number 50, Jason Kelly. So Jason comes up, makes the stop. Mapletown will start in good field position. And they're going to start it down at about their own 39-yard line. We'll give you that Mapletown offense if we may. Drew Denham's the quarterback. Joey Cavalick, Bobby St. Clair, and Andy Latasic in the backfield. Split in with Gerald Buckhalter. Up front, it's Justin Craig and Timmy Horvath. At the guards, the tackles are Matt Message and Tommy Horner. Jace Donnelly's at one tight end, and Victor Clark has been working at wingback. We'll give you the Carmichael's defense here in a moment as we get ready to start the second half. Drew Denham's got him out, got him set. They go inside. Ball's on the deck. Denham picks it up. He's able to get to the corner, 40, and he cuts it up, and Drew Denham will step out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. So Drew's going to get 4 on a broken play. And he'll bring up a second down and 6. Defensively, it's Travis Moore, Stephen Penich, and Adam Martin, Gary Johnson up front, Justin Mateo, Justin Zielinski, Bobby Hathaway, and Donnie Hewitt at linebacker. O'Anner and Workman, Chris Nolan, Colby Giles, and Jono Menhart in the secondary. About 4 for Drew Denham. Denham has attempted just one pass, and he had to scamper out of there and get 2 yards. It's in the first half, so he has not completed a pass here. And right now, Joey Kavlik is on the sideline. Don't look like he's hurt. He's maybe trying to get a cramp out. And he set that power eye, offset it to the right. And now we're going to get a flag. And from where this come, we may have illegal motion or delay a game. But yeah, and the Kavlik looks like he's trying to get stretched out here on the sideline. Also on the sideline looking to get some attention is Victor Clark. And when we talked to George Message in his preseason, during the preseason, he talked about injuries last year just killing this football team down the stretch. So the penalty will move it back, and instead of 2nd and 6, we're going to have ourselves about a 2nd and 11. Ball pushed back to the 38-yard line. First down markers out at the Mapletown 49-yard line. I'll tell you what, new scoreboard. I'll tell you, it's a nice field. And they're talking about a little bit more, maybe some new lights in the very near future here at Mapletown. Denham will drop straight back. His first pass attempt. He's under heavy rush, and he's just going to fling it away. And we're going to get intentional grounding on Drew Denham. And I think they may, though, good pressure up front by Carmichaels. I think they may pick the flag up here. Yeah, they are. They're going to pick the flag because they did have a receiver in the area. But it brings up 3rd and 11. See now, Menhart to ask for an explanation, but I think there was 2. They had the tight end out there, Jace Donnelly. But a big 3rd down and 11 here for Mapletown. Ball at their own 39. They would have liked to get a first down here and move the sticks a little bit. Keep that Carmichaels offense on the sideline. Colby Giles and Chris Nolan out there as Mapletown comes out with a slot to the left and an I formation behind Drew Denham. And they slip it inside, big hole here. Can he get the first down? It's going to be close from where they mark it. Andy Letasic on the draw. And I tell you, from where they came here, I believe he may have the sticks. And they're going to bring him out. Yep, they're going to give him the first down. That's a huge first down for Mapletown. They ran that slot to that left side and ran everybody off and then ran the draw to Letasic. And it's first down at the 40. That's a big 3rd down conversion there for Mapletown. Inside man is Gerald Buckhalter, the outside man. In the slot, they give it up inside to the fullback. Bobby St. Clair gets about 3. Bobby Hathaway from his linebacker spot comes up and makes the stop. But trying to spread them out a little bit here. With Victor Clark and Buckhalter, they've gone to that slot here a couple times. And now we're going to get a timeout because I think Drew Denham may be shaken up. So they're going to take a timeout because Drew Denham is cramping up. They already got Kavlik on the sideline. Tell you what, they're getting banged up a little bit here. I also wonder maybe if Coach Message is just going to let Kavlik go defensively here. But down on the sideline, Joey's picking his legs up and stuff, trying to get loose. And they do have the backup quarterback down there taking snaps, and that's sophomore Andy Urjovic. So Urjovic is taking snaps in case he would have to come in. But it looks like he may be all right. Yeah, Drew Denham's going to go back out. Brought the center over, Ryan Grimm, to take some snaps. So big up front, though. Give me that offense if we may. It's Denham, as we sit Kavlik up front, that we give the front people. Tell you what, that Ryan Grimm, the center. Big kid coming out there, too. Ryan listed as a senior here. at 5'10", 195. I formation. Give it to the deep man. Latasic takes a big hit in the backfield, but able to fight forward. Adam Martin with the big stick, but he was able to hang on and fight his way forward down to the 45. Also big Travis Moore down there. So another 3rd down here. 10 minutes and I believe 34 seconds. But we're inside of 10 minutes now, 9:58. Having a hard time. The scoreboard is right in our way here tonight. There's a pole right in front of the score. Denham fumbles the snap, but I think he got it back. That's 3 or 4 bad exchanges that the Maples have had here. We'll pick up a yard, but this is going to bring up 4th down. And they're going to have to punt this away. And Denham's still cramping a little bit. So Buckhalter will punt it away. And going back deep, Colby Giles and Jono Menhart. See if Kavlik's going to come back in and play defense. Good snap. This is Latasic. Oh, good punt by Andy Latasic as he angles it for the sideline. And we'll see where they mark it. Oh, great punt. They'll walk it up, and it's at the 13-yard line. So Latasic with a good punt. Denham's hustling back in. Joey Kavlik going for the helmet here, so we may be seeing Joey going back into the ball game. So Kavlik, they need to get him back into the ball game here. Carmichael's backed up, and they'll start their first possession of the second half, the 13-yard line. Let's give you that offense for Carmichael's. Travis Moore at the center, Gary Johnson, Jason Emhoff, and Jason Kelly at the guards, working all 3 of them through. Anthony Karowski and Steven Penich at the tackles, and Workman, Adam Martin, Carl Sanders, Terry Ross has worked at the end. First play, second half, big hole here. Bobby Hathaway continues to just pound away at the interior of that Mapletown defense. Justin Matea, Colby Giles, Bobby Hathaway doing the bulk of the running tonight, and it's Jono Menhart at quarterback. We'll try to give you that defense for Mapletown as well we can. Latasic, Denham, and Victor Clark in the secondary. TJ Hartley, the man in the middle. Robert Self, for one outside backer. And the big man inside, number 50. Bear Hunnell had a big first half. Down inside at the nose guard. And little mix up in the backfield. TJ Hartley making the stop as they're able to corral Justin Matea at the line of scrimmage. Also down inside is Justin Craig. Also Jace Donnelly at a defensive end. Brandon Smith down inside at a tackle. See the other young man out there is. Inside they go again. Bobby Hathaway. This time he's wrapped up. Ball comes loose. Let's see who's got it. Mapletown thinks they may have it. And they do. The Maples have come up with it. So another turnover for Carmichaels. And we'll see if Mapletown can take advantage of this one like they did the first. 3rd turnover of the ball game for the Mikes. And they've got the ball at their at the Carmichaels 33. Joey Kavlik still on the sideline. But he is going to the glove, so he may be ready to roll here. Slot to the right. And Denham on the action, looking to turn it up. Latasic's got some room. Stumbles forward, going to get about 4. Bobby Hathaway, Aaron Workman making the stop. But Drew Denham's still running pretty funny there as he comes off the field. Looks like they've still not been able to get the cramp completely out of him. And they're trying to get Joey Kavlik loose over here. Just trying to put a body armor on him. So 4-yard pickup here. Now the clock here in the 3rd quarter. We're inside, I believe that's 7:22. 7:18. Scotty Shoup in now, the fullback, as they have Shoup and St. Clair in front of this man, Andy Latasic, and Latasic's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by Justin Mateo on a nice defensive play. Picked up maybe a yard. And it's going to bring up a third down here for Mapletown. This is probably 2-down territory for the Maples. But they took advantage of the interception at the end of the half to get the Latasic field goal. They're trying to get some people some blows here. Now we're going to take another timeout. So Mapletown will take timeout here. Joey Kavlik now going to come back into the ballgame here. But Mapletown trying to take advantage of another Carmichaels turnover. But more importantly here, you look down on the sideline, Buckholder and Victor Clark and Bear Hunt on him. They're trying to give some people as much breaks as they can here. And trying to go a little bit two-way football. And it seems, it's paid off because, you're not killing your running backs here. So it'll bring up a big third down here. And about 4, the ball resting at the 27-yard line. To it nice and cool now. It's turning to be a pretty good evening here after just a monsoon-type weather this afternoon. In fact, when we got here, they were actually talking about calling Carmichaels and possibly moving the game to Saturday night. It was raining so bad. I think what they were more scared of, though, was some lightning. But I'll tell you what, it's turned out to be a perfect evening for football. You can't ask for a better one. Offset that power eye to the left, and now they're going to flip-flop the tight end. That would be number 80, Jace Donnelly. The split to the left side is Clark. They're going to run little tips to Kavlik. Kavlik trying to get to the outside, and he is not going to go anywhere. Good defensive play by the Mikes. Chris Nolan, number 26, able to come up from his cornerback spot to make the stop. And it will bring up a 4th down here for the Maples. Now, I think this may be just a little bit out of Andy Latasic's range here. And now we're going to get another timeout. This one's going to be taken by Carmichaels. So Carmichaels takes a timeout here. Tell you what, Mapletown has got 1 timeout remaining. And we are just a little bit through halfway, not even a halfway point of the third quarter. And so, this is a big 4th down here. If Mapletown can convert the first down, keep that clock running, maybe a touchdown here, and that's what the big thing here is now. A touchdown and an extra point put you up 9. So that becomes, the extra point really becomes big here. If they would score. But right now, this game right now is kind of flattened out a little bit. Everybody had all the emotion early in the ballgame, a big rivalry, and it's kind of slowed down here a little bit. So the ball is resting at the Carmichaels' 29-yard line. Mapletown leads at 9-7 right now on the strength of a 32-yard Andy Latasic field goal to end the first half. There we go. Victor Clark split to the left, slot to the right side over Jace Donnelly is the outside man. Buckholder now motions across the formation. Slot now to the left, and they're going to move now. Latasic up to the wing, and now we got all kind of flags. We got to delay a game. And that's what they're going to call. So that was a quick delay of game, though, because they had just come out of the timeout. So now it'll be 4th down and 11. Slot to the left, and now Latasic moves up to the wing. Denham with the long count. They're going to roll into this side. Denham looking. And Denham's going to fire. There's nobody out there. And now we're going to get a flag, and let's see what we got here. And Drew Denham's cramped up again. Let's see what I think the flag is going to be intentional grounding on Mapletown. But both these teams right now in situations where if you get 3rd and longs, they're not in the situations they want to be in. So Denham now with a cramp as they work on him, and Carmichaels will take over on downs. Ball resting at the 34-yard line. So that's where Carmichaels will start this drive. Trailing 9-7. So Mapletown will trot that defense out there again. So power eye set now, offset it to the right. And it's 1st and 10 Carmichaels from their own 34. Manhart fumbles the snap. The ball's on the ground, but I think he got it back. Now, beginning of the ball game, the field was wet because of the rain, but right now, the field looks like it's in great shape. So a loss of 1 on the fumbled snap. And right now, Carmichael's having trouble getting that offense rolling. A couple good drives in the first half, but right now in the second half, they have struggled here. Full house backfield. Manhart wants to throw. Donnelly putting pressure on him. Manhart steps up. Now he tries to cut back. Got a little room. And he goes down as he comes out over the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Joey Kavlik gets up off the pile. Also, Justin Craig making a stop. That time, Jace Donnelly got good pressure from his defensive end position and forced Manhart to step up in. So now it's 3rd down and about 6. A big down coming up right here. A big defensive play for Mapletown, but maybe a bigger offensive play for Carmichaels. Deep handoff. And he is going nowhere. And right now, Mapletown is starting to take control maybe of that defensive line a little bit. Justin Craig, number 55, along with Jace Donnelly, number 80, making a stop. I'll tell you what, Mapletown right now's defense starting to step up here. And they're going to force Carmichaels to punt it away. And Drew Denham still trying to get the cramp out. Carmichaels with all 3 of their timeouts, but Mapletown with only 1. Colby Giles will punt it away. And I believe Gerald Buckhalter going back deep. He'll stand at about his own 35 along with Bobby St. Clair. Good snap. A good punt. This is a beauty. This is going to take it down inside the 20, inside the 10. And they'll let it roll into the end zone. Good decision at the end by Bobby St. Clair. Now we get a flag, and let's see what we get here. Now we're going to get another flag. And I think as Aaron Workman was tangled up with number 88 down there, Victor Clark, and we'll see what we get, or we might get offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. I'll tell you what, this place is filled up pretty good up here, though. Nice crowd along the fence over there. It's the only place where it's like coming to the drive-in. You know, Eric, you can pull your car in. And that's what we get. So offsetting personal foul penalty. So the Mapes will start at their own 20 with a 1st down and 10. And right now we're in the 3rd quarter, 3 minutes, and I think we got 54 seconds left. Our action next Friday night takes us to Albert Gallatin, where it's the Colonials and the Connellsville Falcons. And also next Friday night, we'll be in Scottsdale, where the Brownsville Falcons and the Southmoreland Scotties will tangle in a non-conference matchup. 2 double-A teams going at it, 2 quad-A teams go at it next week. So we go to the opposite ends of the spectrum. Yes, Eric, I had Mr. Savini, who is now I believe the assistant principal. I believe he's the assistant principal up here now. Or the assistant to the superintendent, excuse me. I had him for history class. Toss coming, Kavlik trying to get to the corner. He does, breaks the tackle 25, and he gets to the 28-yard line. Justin Matea finally gets him. Andy Latasic rolling off the bottom of the pile. I tell you what, he's coming off limping. This isn't very good. And I don't know if they're looking at his foot, his ankle, his knee, but that's not good as Andy goes down.
He just doesn't get off the block. He didn't get off the block.
So it'll be 2nd down and 2. Good pickup of 8 on 1st down by Joey Cavley. And he give it inside. Big hole here by the fullback. And that's Robert Self, and Robert Self's got some yardage for a 1st down. Jono Menard and Justin Matea finally get in, but it's a 1st down for Mapletown. So turnaround is fair play here as they run a little trap inside. And they're wrapping Andy Latosic up. I think he got cut. But getting back, I had Mr. Savini for history. And we'd like to thank you for sending a soda. No, he's not a bad guy, no matter what his people from Republic say. So we'd like to thank Mr. Savini, who's the assistant to the superintendent, for sending the sodas up to us. And always a good thing there. And they send him up inside. Big hole there. Another 5-yard gain for the Maples. And I believe that may have been, and we didn't get the number there, I believe it was the big fullback, Bobby St. Clair, and St. Clair takes it out to the 48. And right now, Mapletown starting to regain some momentum here. So now that they sent us Cokes up here, we'll definitely be back in 3 weeks. So 2nd down and 5. We'd like to thank them once again, and all the athletic administrators and all the administrators that made us feel really good. Inside they go. It's Joey Cavlick bouncing and running hard and getting to midfield. You know, just Robert Self now is getting looked at, so they're starting to get nicked and pinged here a little bit. So this will bring up a big 3rd down and about 2. The ball resting right in midfield, the hash mark to the right. The ball is just on the Mapletown side of the 50. They've got to get to the Carmichaels 48. 9-7 right now on the strength of an Andy Latosic 32-yard field goal. Toss. Latosic. 1st down, Mapletown to the Carmichaels 45. Getting off the bottom of the pile for the Mikes was Justin Matea. But it's 1st down, Mapletown. They've now moved it from their 20 to the Carmichaels 46. So the Maples now starting to fill this a little bit here. Carmichael's defense has got to come up to the occasion. Tassick dots the power ride to the left. They offset it. But Joey Cavlick, they give it inside to the fullback. And Bobby St. Clair gets about 4 as he runs hard. Good tackle by number 56. That'd be Stephen Penich making the stop. Big hit there by Stephen. But right now, Mapletown doing what they like to do, picking up 4 and 5 yards here a chunk, getting themselves in good 3rd down situations. This probably will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Denham inside. This time, Cavlick battles his way to the 40. Good defensive play there by Carmichaels. Holding him to about a gain of 2. Adam Martin in on a stop, along with a host of other Carmichaels Mikes, and that, people, brings us to the end of quarter number 3. And at the end of 3 quarters of play here for Mapletown, right now, it's Mapletown 9, Carmichael 7. Sit back and relax. We got a great 4th quarter coming for you. It's Harrelson High School football on HSTV.
I love the Herald Standard.
We love the Herald Standard.
I love the Herald Standard.
All right, we come back to Greensboro, where right now the Mapletown Maples face a key 3rd down. We'll call it about 5 from the Carmichaels 41. And for Carmichaels right now, they need to come up with a big defensive stopper as they find themselves trailing 9-7 here to Mapletown. It's the opening night of high school football, but more importantly for these 2 teams, it's the opening night of Tri-County South Conference play. Denham, deep handoff. Latasic's going to battle, but I think going to come up about 2 yards short of his 1st down. They'll mark it at about, I believe, the 37-yard line, stacked up by the inside of the Carmichaels defense. Last year, Mapletown, a 14-0 loser to Carmichaels over at Carmichaels. But they're looking right now, maybe send a little message here to the Tri-County South Conference. The defending Tri-County South Conference champion Carmichaels on the ropes a little bit here. Slot set to the left. The inside man is Buckholder. The outside man is Victor Clark. They're going to run the option. Denham's going to pitch it. He needs to get to the corner. Turns up. Good defensive play, and I don't think he come up with it. Justin Mateo with a huge defensive play for Carmichaels. And they don't get the first down. Carmichael's defense holds. So he comes up short of the first down by about a yard. And Carmichael's right there. Carmichael's speed shown on defense. When it first come down the line, Denham had some room. Looked like Latasic had the corner. But good job by Justin Matea to come up and make the stop. And so now Carmichael's will start at their own 37-yard line, trailing 9-7. We're inside of 12 minutes here. We're inside just beginning the fourth quarter. Deep handoff and fighting forward is, I believe that's Justin Matea. She had Colby Giles, and Colby gets out to the 40, stacked up by the middle of the Mapletown defense. Like big number Justin, 55 Justin Craig on the stop. So to bring up second down, they're going to call it about 7. The first down marker is up at about the 47-yard line. Carmichael scored to take a 7-6 lead midway through the second quarter on a Minhart 1-yard run, but that has been it. And once again, the Mapletown defense is there. T.J. Hartley meets Justin Matea in the hole. And a very short gain, and it brings up another third down for Carmichaels. So it would be a huge win for Mapletown tonight and gives them a great opportunity next Friday night down at Monessen. And so the full house backfield behind Jono Menhart. Menhart looking to throw. And now they're trying to set the screen. It's incomplete. That's what Mapletown had that sniffed out. And it will bring up fourth down, and Carmichael's going to have to punt this away. So a big defensive stop from Maple.
Injured in an auto accident? The hometown team at Davis and
Chance to move the ball, but was forced 3 and out. Bobby Hathaway inside, good defensive play that time. TJ Hartley comes up. So we had some technical difficulties. So Dan Wheeler and Craig Lobb will step up to the plate in their game, and we're the ones who look like
we don't know what they do.
yeah. But we're going to get a penalty on Mapletown. So we lost about 3 minutes here.
Somebody kicked the plug out.
Yeah, everything went dead. But the penalty now, 15-yarder is going to take the ball down to the Mapletown 25-yard line, and now Carmichaels and their faithful starting to get into this a little bit as they try to drive here for the game-winning touchdown, and we're going to have a timeout. Mapletown. And we're going to take a timeout. You know what? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll pick it up. It's Mapletown leading 9-7.
Somebody kicked out our plug.
My man Deke went, got nothing.
Buddy. So Carmichael's now first down and 10 at the Mapletown 25. They trail at 9-7. And they're going to give it. This is Justin Matea, Mapletown right there to make the stop. Making a stop for the Maples, big number 78. Timmy Horwat 5'9", 225-pound seniors. The clock continues to turn here as we're closing in on the 5-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. 9-7 Mapletown. Inside they go to the fullback, and he takes it inside the Mapletown 20 to the Maple 19. So to recap what you may have missed, Mapletown had punted and forced Carmichaels to turn it back over on downs. Mapletown had a chance to run some clock, went 3 and out. Carmichaels has now taken over, and they've driven inside the 20-yard line down to about the 18. Big third down and about 3. Menhardt's got him out. Jonah's got him set, and he's going to turn and give, and they've got the first down, I do believe. And they push him back now, so this is going to be close where they mark it. This is where they mark it, and they're going to bring the chains out. They give him the first down to Carmichael. Has taken it now to the Mapletown Maple 15. Good opening night ball game here. 9-7 Mapletown. Carmichael's threatening late. Toss coming. Matea turns it up to the 10. Inside the 10, we get a flag, and I'll tell you what, this may be on Mapletown. This may be unsportsmanlike conduct again on Mapletown. And the officials are talking it over here. As we get to Carr, 4:23 left in the ball game, 9-7. And it's a personal foul on Mapletown. So we'll move it back. They'll move it down. I believe they're at the 5-yard line. They might be inside the 5 from our angle. They are at the 5. So first down, goal to go for the Carmichaels Mikes. They trail 9-7, but they are knocking on the doorstep here. Don't look for them to get too fancy here. High formation behind Menhardt. The turn, the give, battling his way. Touchdown, Carmichaels. So the Mikes have answered here to take a 13-9 lead. Justin Mateas, fourth quarter touchdown run of 4 yards. Has given them now a 13-9 lead. And now we may go, they'll probably go for 2 here because a 2-point conversion gives you a 6-point lead. Where you would need a touchdown and an extra point to beat you. A field goal extra point does you no good here. And they will go for 2. I believe it was Colby Giles on the last touchdown run. But the Mike's going for 2. They'll toss it to Giles. Colby cuts it up inside. He does not get his 2-point conversion. Good defensive play down here. On the open field tackle by number 75, Chase Loring, I do believe that was. No. 78, Timmy Horwatz. So Mapletown finds herself down 13-9. Impressive drive by the Mikes. Some tough running inside by Matea, Hathaway, and Colby Giles. And Carmichaels has bounced back here. They lead at 13-9. So Mapletown's offense now going to be called upon to try to answer. Remember, they only have 1 timeout. They had to take some timeouts with a cramp by Drew Denham. They took a timeout on defense. But I think we're lining up the wrong way here. Going back deep will be Andy Latosic. And number 21, Bobby St. Clair. And as we said, Justin Mateo will kick it off. So 3 minutes, and 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the ball game here. Carmichaels has regained the lead. Recap the scoring for you. Mapletown opened up with a 6-0 lead in the second quarter. A great 75-yard drive, and it was a 1-yard run by Joey Kavlik. Extra point was no good. Menhart answered for Carmichaels, finishing off a 52-yard drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. The extra point gave him a 7-6 lead. And taking it on the run is Bobby St. Clair, and St. Clair brings it to the 40. Good open field tackle once again. I believe Adam Morton, number 88, making the stop. Extra point was good. It was 7-6 Carmichaels. But then right before the half, Drew Denham's interception return of 36 yards set Mapletown up late, and they drove it down inside the 20 and got a 32-yard field goal by Andy Latasic that just cleared the crossbar, and it was 9-7. That's where we stood until Carmichaels drove. I believe 60 yards was the final tally on it, and the 1-yard touchdown run, and now we got all kind of craziness, and now we're going to get an illegal substitution here on Mapletown. Giles' 1-yard touchdown run gave him the 13-9 lead. The 2-point conversion no good, and that's where we stand right now. And now Coach George Message down here, they're going to wave the flags off. So 60 yards away are the Mapletown Maples. They're driving down toward the goalpost closest to the parking lot. The scoreboard is to their backs. Hash mark set to the right. Now they got a discussion on the opposite side of the field. It has been a good physical high school football game. And the Maples now will take over, as we said, at their own 40. And the Carmichaels defense trying to get the fans from Carmichaels into the ball game here. I formation. St. Clair in front of Latasic. Draw play coming. Latasic trying to find some room. He'll get to the 41, maybe the 42, where he's wrapped up. Justin Mateo makes the stop. They get a yard. Clock runs here, and that's the big thing now for Mapletown. The clock runs. Slot set to the left again. The inside man is Clark. Denham will roll. Denham now has got to get out of there, and he's not going to go anywhere. Good defensive play, Justin Mateo. Big loss on the play, back inside the 30 to the 29. Big defensive play there as the clock continues to run. So it's going to be third down here and about 20. And Mapletown will burn their last timeout. With 3 minutes and I believe 32 seconds left on the clock. So right now, this is it for Mapletown. They've got 2 downs to pick up a first down and keep the drive going. As we said, next Friday night, our high school football action continues as the Brownsville Falcons will travel to Scottdale to take on the Scotties of Southmoreland, our first ever visit to Southmoreland. And the Albert Gallatin Colonials will play host to Connellsville down in Fairchance. The Albert Gallatin Connellsville game's kind of been a continuing tradition on HSTV high school football. It's week number 2. AG and Connellsville. Everyone's born. It's always an offensive. You know what? They might break the scoreboard down there again. Do it every time we go down there every time we see Albert Gallatin game, they just light the scoreboard up. Last year's final 62-34 at Connellsville. The year before was some wild score they got too. So if you're going to that one, be there for a while. Pack a lunch sometimes because they'll light the scoreboard up in AG. Get a chance to look at Maurice Jackson, maybe one of the premier tailbacks in the WPL. Carmichaels has really stepped the game up here in the fourth quarter. But Mapletown, I tell you what, it's got to feel, if they would not come back to win this, that's a tough loss, but they've got to feel pretty good the fact that they've been able now. They really played well here against Carmichaels. Denham. Fire, he got a man of Tassig, he makes the catch, first down. Little double pass, something you don't see every day. Gerald Buckhart took the pass from Drew Denham and completed it to Andy Latosic. First down, Mapletown, and what a big play that was, because basically that was the ball game. So inside Carmichael's territory at the Mike 48. Slot now to the right. Jace Donnelly, the tight end, to the left. Denham will throw. Here they go. This time they got some room. Buckhold trying to get outside. He fights forward. He'll get down to the 42. Clock is running. We don't have a good look at it. 2:18 and turning. 42-yard line. Mapletown trying to make one last push here. Split the backs behind Drew Denham. Denham with a straight drop back. He's going to look. Denham now under pressure. Fires! I believe they're going to rule it incomplete. They're trying to get it to Gerald Buckhalter. Good defense, good coverage back there by the Carmichael secondary. John O'Menhart back there. So it stops the clock with 2 minutes exactly. So another big third down here for Mapletown. The key here is they got to get the first down, because you can't do nothing without them. Slot to the right, I formation. Toss, reverse. Tell you what, if he gets to the corner, they got it set. They need a block. 40. 35, inside the 35. It's a Mapletown first down. Now we're going to get a flag. Clark's going to take it down to the 34-yard line. This is going to be a face mask. Workman and Colby Giles finally make the stop. And this has got to be a face mask from where it was. And the face mask is going to push it inside, I believe, the 20-yard line here. So Mapletown threatening to take the lead back. And the Mapletown sideline trying to get their people now into the ball game. Tell you what, this is what backyard rivalry games are all about. These two teams have battled each other tooth and nail here. Both have come up with clutch drives late in the ballgame. Now that was just a 5-yard penalty. As they get ready to set the chains. Five-yard face mask penalty. Wasn't a personal foul, it's just a face mask. Buckhalter split to the left. Nolan's got him over here. They've got a flanker to the right. I formation. Denham wants to throw. Denham now is going to step out of the pocket. Fire ball complete inside the 25 to about the 24. Buckhold makes the catch. Inside the 25 down to about the 24. A good pickup on first down of about 5. So it'll be second down and 5. They mark it at the 23-yard line of Carmichael's. Hash mark now set over here to the left side. The big thing, he's able to step out of bounds and get the clock. You could probably still run the ball here if you're Mapletown. Latasic dots the I. Denham will drop. He's got some pressure coming. He's got to get out of the way. Steps up in the pocket. Denham fires. Tipped away. Nice defensive play. Chris Nolan. with a big defensive play down there. They were trying to get it to Buckhold again. Excuse me, Buckholder. They were trying to get it down there to him. Jared was the intended receiver, and Chris Nolan with a fine defensive play. 3rd down, 5. They need to get the 1st down. That's the first thing you got to get. Stop and firing fade, going for it all. Tell you what, incomplete, but I tell you what, give Jared Buckholder credit there because he probably knocked the ball away from an interception by Menhart. So we're down to this, 4th down, 5, Mapletown out of timeouts. They got to get a 1st down to keep the drive alive. Clark will go split to the left. The flanker on his side is Buckhold. Denham will throw. Clark falls down. Denham's in trouble. Now Denham's trying to get away. Drew will fire it up and the ball's caught. What a play. Drew Denham keeps himself alive. Pass is completed. I believe Clark makes the catch. 1st down, Mapletown. You talking about 2 of the biggest plays you're going to see in a high school football game. The double pass where it looked like nobody was open, and then that pass completion. Denham, Clark had fallen down trying to get into his route. Clock is running though. 16-yard line Mapletown is. Inside of a minute. Denham. And that's incomplete. They were trying to get it out in the flank, out in the flats here to Andy Latosic. But Carmichaels had that covered very well. Big number 69. Had that covered. So 2nd down, we'll call it 2nd basically and goal here for the Mapletown Maples. They are inside the Carmichaels 20. Gary Johnson with the big defensive coverage here on the last pass attempt. Denham rolling, throwing, Buckholder! Touchdown Mapletown! Jared Buckholder takes it away in the end zone. It's a Mapletown touchdown. Wow. Great reception by Jared Buckholder in the end zone. But the biggest play in his drive was Buckholder's play when he did not allow Carmichaels to intercept the pass in the end zone. And Mapletown has taken a 15-13 lead with 42 ticks. But it's not over yet because Carmichaels is going to get the ball back with all 3 timeouts. Oh, what a catch by Jared Buckholder. The 2-point conversion is no good. Menhart with the defensive play and 43 seconds left. What a way to start the season. Camera goes down for a brief moment. But Mapletown drives 60 yards to take the lead here late in the ball game. And now the first thing here is don't allow no kick return. Well, Carmichaels has got 43 seconds, 3 timeouts, and they know they can throw the ball a little bit. Tell you what, Jared Buckholder went up between Chris Nolan, and I can't remember the other defensive back, but made just a great catch in the end zone for a touchdown. And Mapletown has taken a 15-13 lead. This has been everything you could ask for and more. And it's not over yet because the Mikes are going to get the ball back. Some huge fourth down conversion, a big third down pass play on the double pass. More importantly though, Buckhalter's touchdown catch. Maybe the biggest play that was Buckhalter's ability to knock a pass that looked like it was going to be intercepted away in the end zone to give him one last shot, and then a Drew Denham pass play when he looked like he was done. Mapletown has got to be given all the credit in the world here for just fighting, and they have fought tooth and nail here tonight. In front of a packed house here in Greensboro. They'll kick it on the ground. It'll hop up. It'll come down. It's going to be certainly taken by Ewan. Ewan fumbles the football. Let's see who's got it. Carmichaels retains possession, but they've got great field position. I mean, great field position. They are 50, I'll tell you what, if they can get it inside the 25 here, Colby Giles may be able to, they may be able to attempt a field goal. Drew Denham will stand at the 35. Menhart will bring him out. Workman will go wide to the left as the split. The inside slot man is Colby Giles. Menhart steps up. Menhart throwing, got him in! But a great play by Denham to get back and knock it away. Colby Giles had snuck behind the defensive secondary. So it's second down, basically second and goal for the Carmichaels Mikes. Martin will come split to the right. Giles is the flanker over on the left side. The hash mark is to the right. Three-step drop. Menhart firing, going down the sideline. Ball's almost caught again. Clark knocks it away from Colby Giles. He almost got open again. What a way to start the season. Great football game. I tell you what, there's about 6 teams in this conference that are legitimately very good football teams. Third down, 10. Menhart, straight back. He's firing down that sideline again. Ball's incomplete. They try to go to Giles again. So now it's fourth down. And basically, ladies and gentlemen, this is the ball game with 15 ticks left because all Mapletown have to do is take a knee, force Carmichaels to take the timeouts. So what started out as just a crazy afternoon with the weather has just turned into a perfect night, and what a great high school football game to start the season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 defensive backs in the ball game. Menhart, three-step drop. Menhart under rush. He will throw. Ball's incomplete. And Mapletown is going to knock off Carmichaels here opening night. All they're going to have to do is take the snap and take the knee. And the Mapletown Maples are going to knock off Carmichaels, the defending Tri-County South Conference champions, in what is just a great high school football game. Some great defensive plays, some big offensive plays, and some clutch plays down the stretch by the Maples. Denham takes a snap. And Carmichaels is just going to let the clock run out. And the Mapletown Maples and their fans begin to celebrate the win on opening night. And Drew Denham, hey, you want to catch that, Ray? Throws the ball into the stands, and a celebration is on here at Mapletown. What a great high school football game. Let's recap it quickly so we can get on out of here. But what a great football game tonight between the Mikes of Carmichaels and the Mapletown Maples. After a scoreless first quarter, Mapletown jumped up 6-0 as they drove 75 yards. Joey Kavalik on a 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point was no good, and Mapletown led 6-0. And then Jono Menhart and the Mikes would answer with a 52-yard drive. Menhart's 1-yard TD run. Extra point was good. It was 7-6 in favor of Carmichaels. It would stay that way until a big play right at the end of the half. Drew Denham's interception return of 36 yards, set up Mapletown to be able to kick a field goal with no time left on the clock at the end of the half. The Tassik's 32-yarder was good, and it was 9-7 at the half. That's where we stood. We stood that way all the way to the fourth quarter when Carmichaels would answer. A 4-yard TD run on a 60-yard drive, capped off Colby Giles. They went for two. They did not get it. It was 15-13. It was, 13-7. Then Mapletown would get the ball back and go on a drive that right now, basically, you can just call it the drive. They had a third down and like 18, third down and 20 when they threw the double pass, and it was Buckhalter hitting Andy Latasic to keep the drive alive inside Carmichael's territory. Later on, it was 4th down and 5. Denham was forced out of the pocket when Victor Clark slipped on a route. Denham kept himself alive. The pass was completed for a first down. They moved the sticks to the 16. 2 plays later, they tried to hit Buckhalter down the middle of the field. Menhart looked like he had it intercepted, but Buckhalter was able to keep the ball alive, knock it away, and keep Mapletown's hopes alive. And then 2 play later, Buckhalter with just a great defensive play. A great catch in the end zone behind number 26. Chris Nolan, the touchdown was good. The 2-point conversion was no good. And then Carmichaels had 4 shots at it, 4 incompletions, but a couple opportunities. Almost Colby Giles with a couple great tries down to the end, make some great catches.